So here's attempt number 2 at this video. Hello, I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and today I want to talk about losing clients when you're a freelancer. Now, it's in the nature of business to save money as much as possible. Sometimes this means automating some kind of service or using somebody who's cheaper. In fact, a lot of times you'll lose clients as a freelance writer through no fault of your own. In fact, I had a text broker client for about a year and a half. They'd send me like daily articles, and eventually it got to the point where they decided to hire an in-house writer. So they thanked me for my services, gave me one hell of a bonus, and then that was it. And this time around, my client pays for an SEO team and is going to have them write his articles because he's already paying for their service. So I can't really fault him for that because he's already paying for it. You might as well get use out of it. I know I would. So when a client leaves, it's disheartening, but it's not the end of the world. After all, content is king, and there will always be a client out there looking for somebody to write their content. So what do you do when a client decides to go their own way after a year? Well, A, you can take to LinkedIn. There are tons of people on LinkedIn looking for writers. In fact, I get emails about it all the time. And you can also spruce up your LinkedIn profile to announce that you're looking for work, like writer for hire. Or B, you can start sending some cold emails out to businesses and blogs looking for work as a writer. In fact, my friend Megan Grant has some awesome videos on how to set up your cold email profiles and pitches, and you can see her channel by clicking the link right about here. Or C, you can spend the extra time working on your own projects and your career. In my case, I'm going to spend those blocks of time probably working on the blogs, books, and maybe even a couple of videos here and there. In reality, I don't have a shortage of things I could be working on. The point is that when a client leaves, it's not the end of the world. Who knows, you might stumble across an opportunity that presents itself almost immediately afterwards that was far better than what you had before. In fact, remember that client I was talking about from Text Broker? After about a year and a half, they dumped me. About a month later, I came across a direct order client who threw way more money at me for work that was more up my alley. In fact, I've had quite a few instances like that throughout my career in the past decade, where I'd have a great thing going and then it would be over, and then I'd come across something that was even better almost immediately. And that's because I usually try to keep a positive mindset. Because when you're positive, you're often more apt at seeing some of the more lucrative opportunities that are thrown your way. If you dwell on negativity, that's all you're going to expect, and that's all you're going to see. Like the saying goes, positive things happen to positive people. It's not about some mystical force in the universe that are throwing things your way. It's just your ability to identify when good things are coming your way. Because when you're negative, that's all you expect and that's all you're going to see. But at the end of the day, when you lose a client as a freelance writer, you don't want to sit around wasting your time. Not everybody has as much on their plate as I do, so having the extra time for me is beneficial. I mean, sure, I'll miss getting the extra few $100s a month, but I would probably rather have the time available. Especially since I'm working on 2 books at the same time while trying to rebuild a dead blog, the YouTube channels. The list is extensive. So if you had a client for a long time, what would you do with an extra 4 hours a week? 4 hours for me is like 2 blog posts or 2 videos or even 4 or 5 chapters of my book. I mean, 4 hours to me is a lot. I can get a lot done. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button for more videos about freelance writing, self-publishing, or blogging. Hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think it's going to do it for me today. It's a bit of a short one. I'll see you next time.